Okay, what is an I.P.O chart? That's something you guys are probably wondering. What is an I.P.O chart? Well, it's simply a chart that has your inputs, your process, and your outputs. Now, what does that mean? That means that you're going to have variables that for inputs and variables for outputs. This is a very simple one right here. We got two variables for inputs, and yes, there are certain rules that variables have to follow in a program language, and it's good to practice those things. You can't use spaces, and however you write them here, you have to write them over in here, okay? You can't have a lowercase I because that's going to make it look to, to a computer like a different variable altogether. Okay, so we're going to prompt for our int1 and our int2. So the computer or program is going to ask for those things. Then you're going to give it the information, usually with a keyboard. Uh, and you're going to give it the information to place in variables int1 and int2. Then it's going to calculate our sum variable. And then we're going to display our sum. That is a very simple, that would be a very simple algorithm if I did it up for you. But right now I'm just going to talk about I.P.O charts. As you can tell, there's three sections: the inputs, the outputs, and the process. If you really want to make it easy on yourself, figure out what your outputs are and what your inputs are first, and then figure out the process. It makes making these things so much faster. Besides that, you're almost always going to prompt and get. Get is pretty common. There's also read or write, but well, write is actually in the display. That's an output. Read is from a file on, like if it was in your computer. Uh, but most often you're getting from an input device. Calculate is another way to say process. So you can pretty much always use the word calculate on this thing. Everyone kind of gets it. It's going through the functions to get to the answer. So it's the math part of the statement. And display is the outputs of putting it out, displaying it to your screen, as it were. So it's not that hard. I hope this was informative and you enjoyed it. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.